Welcome back to Psychiant, your go-to space for all things mental health and well-being. Today, we're tackling something that hits close to home for so many of us: overthinking and stress. You know the drill. That moment when your mind just won't stop spinning, replaying every little detail of the day, worrying about what might go wrong tomorrow, or stressing over things completely out of your hands. It's exhausting, isn't it? But here's the good news. There's a way out. In this video, we're diving into practical, science-backed strategies to help you break free from overthinking and ease that stress so you can find a little more peace in your everyday life. So, settle in, maybe grab a warm drink, and let's explore how to calm that busy mind of yours. Let's start by getting a grip on what we're dealing with. Overthinking is like a mental trap. It's when your thoughts get stuck in a loop, analyzing every detail, worrying about what's already happened, or imagining disasters that haven't even occurred. Picture a hamster on a wheel, running fast but going absolutely nowhere. Stress, though, is the body's reaction to pressure. It's that tightness in your chest, the racing heartbeat, or that heavy feeling like the world's sitting on your shoulders. And here's where it gets tricky. Overthinking and stress are best buddies. The more you overthink, the more stressed you feel. And the more stressed you are, the more your mind spins out of control. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Science has some answers for why this happens. Overthinking is linked to something called the default mode network in your brain. That S the part that kicks into gear when you are we not focused on anything specific, like when you were lying in bed, and suddenly you're replaying that cringe-worthy moment from years ago. Stress, on the other hand, flips on your fight or flight switch, pumping out cortisol and keeping you on high alert. Back in the day, that helped us outrun danger. But now, we're stressing about unread emails or whether we locked the door, not saber-toothed tigers. So, how do we stop this madness? Let's break it down step by step. The first step to dodging overthinking is simple. You've got to catch it in the act. You can't fix what you don't notice, right? Here's how to spot it. Are you replaying the same thought over and over like a broken record? Are you fretting about things you can undo, like something you said last week? Or stuff that might never happen, like, what if I bomb that interview I haven't even scheduled? If that sounds familiar, you're in overthinking territory. Here's a quick trick to try. Label it. When you catch your mind spiraling, just call it out. Say to yourself, out loud or in your head, "Oh, there I go, overthinking again." It's like shining a flashlight on a shadow. Naming it creates a tiny gap between you and that thought. Almost like telling your brain, "Nice try, but I'm on to you." It's not about stopping the thought cold. It's about seeing it for what it is. Awareness is where the magic starts. Step 2 takes it up a notch. Challenge those thoughts. Overthinking loves to blow things out of proportion. Your mind might whisper, "I stumbled over my words in that meeting, and now everyone thinks I'm clueless." But hold on, is that really true? Chances are, most people didn't even notice, or they've already forgotten. So, here's a little toolkit. 3 questions to ask yourself. Is this thought based on facts, or is it just my imagination running wild? What's the worst that could happen, and could I handle it if it did? What would I say to a friend who's stuck on this same thought? Picture this. You're stressing about a deadline. Your brain goes, "I'll never finish, and I'm toast." Pause. Check the facts. Have you pulled through deadlines before? Probably. Worst case, you're late and have to explain yourself. Could you manage that? Absolutely. And if a friend were panicking about this, you'd say, "Hey, you've got this. Just tackle it bit by bit." Treat yourself with that same kindness. Overthinking spins tall tales. These questions help you cut through the nonsense. Now step 3 is all about switching gears, getting out of your head and into your body. Overthinking lives upstairs in your mind, so one of the fastest ways to shut it down is to ground yourself in the physical. When stress has your thoughts racing, your body can be the brake pedal. Try this. Go for a walk. Even 5 minutes outside can work wonders. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Tune into the sounds. Birds chirping, leaves rustling, cars humming. It pulls you out of that mental hamster wheel. Another go-to, deep breathing. Yes, it's basic, but it's gold. Try the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. It's like a reset button for your nervous system. Or if you're feeling wound up, shake it off. Literally. Stand up, wiggle your arms and legs like you're shaking water off. It's goofy, sure, but it dumps that tense energy fast. The point is to stop floating in your thoughts and feel what's real right now. It's simple and it's effective. Step 4 might sound odd, but stick with it. Schedule your overthinking. Call it worry time. Here's the deal. Instead of letting worries crash your day whenever they feel like it, give them a designated slot. Pick a time, say 6 p.m. for 15 minutes, and tell yourself, I'll stress about this later. When a nagging thought pops up, jot it down and say, not now, we'll talk at 6. Why does this help? Overthinking thrives on chaos. By boxing it into a time slot, you're the one calling the shots. And here's the best part. When that worry time rolls around, a lot of those thoughts won't even feel worth the fuss anymore. It's like your brain gets tired of the rerun. Give it a shot for a few days. You might be surprised how much lighter you feel. Step 5 is about redirecting your energy. Focus on what you can control. Overthinking loves to drag you into the past or fling you into the future, obsessing over things you can't touch. Why did I mess that up? Or, what if this goes wrong? But here's the reality. The only thing you can actually shape is this moment, right now. So, try asking yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to feel better? Maybe it's knocking out one task on your list. Maybe it's texting a friend to unload. Maybe it's just drinking some water because you were running on empty and didn't notice. These little moves stack up, pulling you out of that powerless spiral. You're not at the mercy of your mind. Zero in on what's in reach and let the rest slide. Step 6 brings some fun into the mix. Distract yourself, but make it healthy. Overthinking can't stand a rival, so give your brain something else to play with. Pick up a book, watch something hilarious, paint a picture, whip up a meal, dive into a game, anything that hooks your focus. Just steer clear of endless scrolling on your phone. Social media can backfire, turning distraction into comparison and more stress. Think about this. Imagine you're stressing about something big, and instead of stewing, you bake cookies. Does it solve the problem? Not exactly, but it gives your mind a breather, and you've got a sweet treat to show for it. Find your own version of cookies, something that hits pause on the mental noise. It's a small win that feels good. Step 7 is the deep stuff. Practice letting go. Overthinking often comes from clinging, wanting to control how people see you, what happens next, every little outcome. But life's not a script you can rewrite on demand. Sometimes you've got to loosen that grip. Picture this. See your worries as leaves floating down a river. They drift in, they drift out. You don't have to grab them. Meditation can be a game changer here, even just 5 minutes a day. Sit still, breathe, and when a thought barges in, don't wrestle it. Just let it float by. It's not about emptying your mind. It's about not getting hooked. Over time, you'll find those thoughts don't tangle you up as much. Letting go isn't giving up. It's choosing peace. Before we wrap things up, here are some bonus tips to keep overthinking and stress in check over the long haul. Get solid sleep. 7.8 hours keeps your brain from overdrive. Ease up on caffeine. Too much can turn you into a jittery mess. Talk it out. Sharing with a friend lightens the load. Journal. Dump those thoughts on paper and clear your head. Go easy on yourself. You're human, not a robot. Mistakes happen. These habits don't click overnight, and that's okay. Start small, stick with it, and watch the difference grow. It's all about progress, not perfection. And that's it. 7 steps plus a few extras to help you sidestep overthinking and dial down stress. You've got the tools now, so pick 1 or 2, give them a try, and see what clicks for you. We'd love to hear your story. What's your favorite way to quiet your mind? Drop it in the comments below. And if this resonated with you, give us a like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you're always in the loop with Psychiant. We're here to help you feel better, one step at a time. Until next time, take a deep breath, let it go, and know you're not alone on this journey. See you soon.